But I do want to talk about your new video.
Sure.
For Technicolor.
Technicolor.
Which is
SIK WIT.
fucking awesome.
Well, thanks.
You guys killed it.
All Dane.
I mean, well, and the song's good too. And you dance.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was not
you've
really
always
a dance,
been you've always been a good dancer since the enjoy the zoo days. But but this was like, yeah, it was like the robot move and the
So there's a lot behind the concept in the video, but long and short of it is, in the album, I go on to become a cyborg, and this is like a kind of prequel to that.
So it's like a concept album.
The whole album is a concept album.
That's
like
awesome.
Alternate reality.
So you're bringing in like the Mars Volta, the Coheed and Cambria, the Pink Floyd.
Well, every record we've done has been a concept, kind of within its own thing. The first album we did was the 7 Deadly Verses. Oh, which I'm a solo act now. Shout out to Dane. The director of the video is directing now. That's his passion. He doesn't want to be caught up in drums and music anymore. So and I know you're like on that same path where you find something else that you're like really passionate about. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be, bound by having done something for a long time.
Yeah, essentially.
So he's got a lot of video stuff coming up. Not to throw him, just as want to send a good shout out.
What an asshole! What a dick!
That really left me hanging,
you,
bro.
Taylor.
No, he's in Los Angeles, so he stayed. A little nod to the fact that I came back to Nashville, but we kind of came up with this album. Sorry, I'm backtracking on myself. The 7 Deadly Verses, which is our first record, was the first thing that I wanted to try out this project with, the SIK WIT project. And it was this full record, each song named after one of the 7 deadly sins and kind of how they pertain to my life. And the whole record was done with like swampy slide guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I did another one that was like very like early 2000s record that is called Dirty Mouth. And then this one is, the concept is that the war on drugs took place in the 80s was a failure instead of a success. Because actually it was a success. That's why there's this huge, I mean, we can go into that. That's a whole thing, it's like the 13th Amendment, the disproportionate amount of black people in prison, the way drugs are criminalized, things like, specifically for this album, cannabis being a Schedule I narcotic, is the war on drugs has failed. And as a result of that, the entire economy has been crippled instead of the economy being boosted the way it was off of Reaganomics. And so in this alternate reality where that was a total failure and there was more of a revolution that's occurred, we wrote this script idea around this idea, this like crazy concept script that, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we were kind of high.
That's the best time to write some scripts.
It's worth knowing because it makes it's obvious. I didn't have to say that. It's obvious. But yeah, so we wrote this album, and the album is, in this time period, cannabis is not just an illegal plant. It's also a fuel source for consciousness amongst the cybernetic overlords who run the world. So humans aren't allowed to have cannabis. So that's the concept of the album.
That's actually pretty dope.
And
you should try to pitch that story.
Technicolor, the idea is that like the war on drugs has failed, but cannabis is more like a receipt of payment. So there's this double entendre of being able to say, like, make all these green references that work towards money, because in this alternate reality, cannabis itself is also like such a valuable commodity that it's interchangeable with money. And so the whole thing is it's setting up this other song called Cybernetic, where this my particular character as a cyborg has like total breakdown and is like malfunctioning, and that's the end of the record. And so it's really short. The whole record's 10 minutes long, but it's this just weird landscape that was supposed to be a soundtrack for this script we were writing. Well, we got caught up in this move to Los Angeles right in the middle of working on this project. And I think it's just going to be one of those things that we never finish. Like, it was a cool idea. The album is out. The video is out. I'll be playing these songs live, and we'll be pushing this video and stuff to various blogs and that type of thing. But on to the next thing for both of us.
Yeah.
I'm still doing SIK WIT. SIK WIT as a solo act, and he's doing the directing stuff. And I'm already in the process of putting together a new concept album called The 4 Verses of the Apocalypse. So, which is it's like another nod back to the 7 Deadly Verses. So, but yeah, it's weird. You just keep, just create. That's what makes me happy, is like just creating weird crap.
Yeah.
So
just keep creating, keep that fuel going.
So I don't think the next video will be super futuristic whenever that comes around. We'll see.
So he's still gonna like do videos for you, right?
Yeah, he's still gonna handle all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to use anybody else. We'll see. We'll see how you are.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I ain't got nothing. I got nothing on Dane. But man, yeah, like the visual aspect of that video, like just you guys knocked it out of the park, and
and it's really 100% him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still performed. I still had to I spent, well, first off, we came up with this concept of we came up with a lot of concepts, of what this video was going to be. It was originally going to be part of this larger short film that the script was going to follow, and thus this album was going to be a soundtrack to. And then when we decided to just knock it down to one song, we wanted it to be as cool as possible. And we came up with all kinds of weird special effects. We did this fast motion is what we're calling it, where it's the exact inverse of how you shoot slow motion videos or music videos. If you still want the lyrics to sync up, you need to speed the song up, and you learn a faster version of the song. And
is it because the audio is usually recorded at a certain?
Well, let's say the audio is at 100 beats per minute. If we've got a film or a music video and it's got a scene of me singing the lyrics, but I'm in slow motion, in order for the mouth to sync up to the words, it's not always done, but it's occasionally important. Like, you'll have the drummer come down and hit the cymbal in slow motion. You want it to be on beat. So in order to do that, you can film yourself playing the song faster.
Yeah, that's
faster, and then you slow it down to regular tempo, and you're in slow motion playing to the correct tempo of the song.
I remember when Five Knives did the Messing With My Mind video, I had to play the song in literally 7 different speeds, because they wanted to get the exact speed of the slow motion to line up.
Same exact thing, except for in inverse.
Yeah.
So now for this whole song, the song is like do 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 do. It's about this fast. We literally, that's 160 beats per minute. We literally slowed it down to 100 beats per minute. It was borderline half as fast. So we filmed me dancing at smoke from the marijuana got me feeling so I ended up, in order to get used to that, I made this track that was the correct tempo of how we would be filming it. And I basically just spent 2 or 3 weeks coming up with different styles of dancing.
Yeah.
I started with normal, find you at the club type dancing, which looked really cool, but I'm also not that good of a dancer. I'm rhythmic, but it was if Chris Brown were doing this would look fucking sick. You know what I mean? Because he's unstoppable. So I ended up trying to come up with something more to bring to life this idea of being half a robot, but I didn't want to do the robot. So that's when we came up with this fast motion. I was like, well, what if we make it look like I just don't move like a normal.
Yeah,
I'm not a human being.
Yeah, there are. I knew you guys did something while you were dancing. There was something mechanical about the way you were dancing.
Yeah. So in order to do that, we filmed it so much slower that my movements were able to be a lot stiffer, because I was able to move in slow motion. So I was able to really nail
get those locks.
Yeah. which is really cool, but extremely tiring because you're like low to the ground and you're doing those moves. It's not like you're just momentum doesn't carry you through. You're literally, you just have strength holding you up the whole time. So it was extremely, my quads were killing me.
Talk a little bit more. There you
Get
go.
a little more than the microphone.
Get a little more.
Get a little more than the microphone.
We can push
Our
the-
tech guy back here.
We can push this a little towards you if you want to lay it back.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I feel like I should have a elaborate lavalier mic, like a
lavalier.
Garth Brooks.
That's the next step for the podcast.